Ashley. Welcome back to my video. Welcome to my little cozy corner. And today we're gonna be looking at a whole box, like full to the top, of toys from my toy bestie Gaela. She sent me a little surprise box, and if you've been on my channel for a while, you know she knows me better than probably anyone. So I can't wait to dive in and show you some of the things that she sent me. They're so perfect. Thank you so much, Gaela, for sending it. I have been through it. Of course, she had it like wrapped in tissue and stuff, and I like got my grubby little hands in there. So it's not the way it was when she sent it, but it's still worth sharing, and that's why I kept it all together, just so I could show you. Let's get situated a little more cozy. I have my squishmallow beanbag chair, and I have my notes for the toys, and like I wanted to show you because I put them. Oh, this is my baby's playpen. Should we move it? Yeah, okay. This is such a cute notebook. I got it when I was on vacation recently. Look at these frogs. I know if you guys are here, you appreciate cute things. Yeah, super duper cute. So yeah, let's jump right into the video. I'm gonna put my big box maybe under the tripod. Hang on. Wow, my big box fits perfectly under the tripod. Let's get started. The first item that I want to share with you is this adorable little patch pup. He's from Play Along in about 2005, I would say, and he is like the light creamed color. I have two more of these. I have a medium brown one and I have the pink one, and then she has a little bow here. She is like soft sculpture on her face, her little tongue. She has her original collar, her original little leash. Her feet has Xavier Roberts signature. Yeah, these came in so many colors, and honestly I would like to have all of them because they're just too adorable. But yeah, I'm so happy that Gaela sent this one to me. It'll help complete my collection just a little bit more. That is our first item. Next, let's dig into the box for another plushie. This time we have a Thai Beanie Baby, but this is not any type of Beanie Baby. If you listen, it's a rattle, and look how large the TY symbol is. They're so soft. This one is the hippo, and these were made for babies, and they're very like fluffed up like little marshmallows. This is my third one. Gaela gave me another one too, and I got the monkey myself, so this is my third one, but I would like to have all of them because they're so cute and they're so pastel and they're so whimsical. Let's see if she can sit with her friends. Okay, next let's dig into an item that I don't have any of in my collection until I was sent this one. Here is a vintage toy. This is called a Wonder Whims, and I didn't know a lot about Wonder Whims until I started looking them up for the video. I knew that they were like dolls that were plush that came with pets, but their pets were actually to ride. They were created in 1985 and produced by Marvin Glasson and Ponish Group. So that Ponish, I don't know how to pronounce it. If you do, please tell me. They produced a lot of toys in the 80s, a lot of minifigures, especially stuff revolving around like Cabbage Patch Kids and like furskins and stuff. So I really want to know how to pronounce the name. But they were created by Doug and Debbie Hennings. Each plush doll came with a plush animal they could ride, a kaleidoscope, and a wand, and a storybook. There were 6 pairs. Feathers and Butterly Boo, who was like a butterfly. There was Jadu and Rambunctious, which was like a ram. Moonglow and PM, and then ours is Raindrop, and she came with a zebra called Abracazebra, which was so cute. We have to find her zebra. She had like a little clothing accessory up here, I do believe, like a small one. There was a seashell and angelfish, and then sun prince and swoop. I think PM and Moonglow is an owl, and then seashell and angelfish is an actual fish, and swoop is like an eagle. The artwork for these are really pretty. Yeah, this is so cool, and I'll show you some details. They have really cute face sculpts. Look at her hands. And she has silky shoes. I know that Gaela had said that she didn't like the texture of this plush, so if you have like some texture issues, then you might want to be a little bit cautious about these. I don't know if he'll sit up now. Okay. And then let's go to the next plushie. Here is another Thai plushie, and it's a poodle. Its name is Pinky Poo. Let me see if I wrote down what year she came out. She's a part of the Pinkies collection. 2001. She's very cute, and I think that if you have the Webkinz poodle, you need the Thai poodle to go with her. The Pinkies collection is one of my favorite collections done by Thai. I think they're so adorable. I have the rat, who I also love so much. He's in storage, but eventually he'll be out and all these guys will be together. Don't fall. Hang out. Okay. Next we have, oh, let's do our last little plushie. I think this is last plushie. This is a little Webkinz hamster, and he has the heart pattern on him. He's very, very, very cute. Yep, let's put him right there. And then let's get into the other stuff. So I have a Lalaloopsy Littles. She's very cute. She was sewn on October 14th out of a Dutch's dress. Her big sister's name is Suzette, and they had like a little cat as a pet. She was one of the very first waves released for the little sisters. I think in 2000, why am I thinking 2013? Let me double check. And then that was when the pony was released. 2014. So that's close. So yeah. Here's an up close of her. She has her shoes and everything. She's really cute. I love, love, love the little sisters. And I love, love, love Lalaloopsy. And I want to get my hands on more of them as time goes by. There is another Lalaloopsy item in the bag, and it is so cool. Here is our beautiful little Lalaloopsy pony, and its name is Starry Night. Yeah, Starry Night. And Starry Night was produced in 2013, and she was a Target exclusive. These ponies are really cool, and they have a lot of texture and detail. Like you can hear the detail on this. There's a lot of detail on the wings. The hair is like a whole different texture. And then something so cool is that when this has batteries and you turn it on, there's a little button inside the crown that you push and it literally glows. It's so cool. I haven't tested this one yet to see if it works, but regardless, I still want to get more of them, and I love this one so much. I never really thought that I would have a Lalaloopsy pony, but these ponies are so cool, and I feel like pony collectors, like My Little Pony collectors, could really appreciate these as well. Our shelf is full, so. Okay, the next thing I have is another pony item. This is a keeper's pony. This keeper's pony's name is Diamond, and she was created in 1985. And she was produced by Tonka in 1985. If you've never heard of keepers, sometimes I forget that not everybody is constantly watching toy content and vintage toy content, and that at one point I saw a keepers for the first time, and at one point I saw a My Little Pony for the first time, and at one point I saw a Brush of Love for the first time. And if somebody didn't talk about it and tell me details about it, then I wouldn't know about it. If they would have just assumed that everyone knows it, then maybe I wouldn't have learned about it. But keepers were really cool. They were these plastic animals. There were so many different animals, and they had a key that came with them, and they could open up a little special storage place inside. There were also baby keepers that were made of more of a softer vinyl that you could just put your like coins or stuff into. This is my first pony one. Her name is Diamond, and she's actually the only keeper that came with a finder. Now, what's a finder? A finder is a tiny little mouse. Hers was pink and purple, and his name was Dash. But the other ponies that were like the music ponies, I think most of them were music ponies, they didn't come with the finder, which I think is pretty interesting. Most of these came with like a key that said their name on it, so hers would say Diamond, and then a little comb. But she's like the pink one. She's really pretty, and I can't believe that Gaela sent her to me. Like, how lucky am I to have such amazing toy friends. Yeah, I love her so much. And now I have to find Dash for her and her comb and brush so she can be complete. Oh, she also had like a little pink, I think the thing that goes over their nose is called a bridle, but I'm not sure. Pony people tell me that thing that goes around their nose and then like you could hold on to it. Is that a bridle? Okay, so there is Diamond. Let's do our last pony of the video, I think. So this is a G3 pony, and she has a 3-dimensional pony sign, which is really cool. Her name is Flutter. I think I'm wrong. Okay, so her name is Wind Drifter, and she would just come with a little pink brush, and she was released in 2005-2006, but she has like rainbow hair, and I love her cutie mark so much, and she's so cute, and I can't wait to put her with my other G3 ponies. She's one that has like the little magnet in the foot. Next we have a Rainbow High doll, and this Rainbow High doll's name is Icy something, because it's like icy blue. Gabriella Icy, and she is Gabriella Isley, and she's a series 3 doll. She has like such a light blue color palette to her. A blue sweater, a skirt that says Rainbow High. Her original shoes, she's like complete. She came with this blue hat from Gaela, but this didn't come with her originally, but she included it, and I think that's really cute because it goes really well with her. Yeah, I am really growing my Rainbow High collection. McKay's is really helpful for that too, but I like to get them with a good amount of clothes on, even though I do have some spare clothes, and I would also like to redress from Etsy and stuff because I think they could be really cute. I can't wait till I move into my new house so I can do a whole display of them. Okay, we have a couple items down here. So I did a lot of research on this piece. This goes to a sky dancer. I think sky dancers are made by Galoob. I think I'm right. And this one is actually one of like the sea dancers, and they came in like a variety of colors. She sent me this one because I have a sky dancer and I don't have a base, so she sent me a base so mine could use it. These were popular in 1994 through the 2000s. There were 3 sets and a couple of 3 individual sets, 1 color variation, and a twin pack, it says. The purple one is Sea Star. There's a teal one, a blue one, and I also saw a yellow one, but I couldn't find any information about that. But like, look how incredibly detailed the base is. It's really pretty, and even like the little pool is a seahorse. The thing about these is you would put a little doll here who had wings, and you pull this and then she flies up and spins around. They were recalled because they were like going in fireplaces and like getting in kids' hair and like cutting up their faces and stuff. But I actually had sky dancers in the 90s and I loved them so much, and I still remember playing with them in my driveway, and I'm pretty sure that I had this one. So it's really exciting that now I can add one into my collection, and I can add my doll to it, and it will be a complete, even if it's not this doll that goes on the base. And then down in here, this is really cool. I had never seen this before. It's actually a tiny Cabbage Patch swing with a vinyl figure inside. These were produced by that Panish Place or Panish Place in 1985, and there were 4 different ones, and they were called like deluxe miniatures. There was a bathtub, a swing, a stroller, and one other thing. If I think of it, I'll tell you. But yeah, it came with like a furniture item and then a little Cabbage Patch. This one is actually the doll that came with the stroller, and another one came with the swing, but she fits perfectly and she's super cute. Let me pull out some more pieces because there's more. Then this was this was the bathtub play set. It's just missing the faucet from right here. But yeah, so I have 2 of these now. This is made of a really nice hard plastic, and it looks like a cabbage leaf. She sent me some more cabbage figures, so I'll go ahead and get those. Here's one. There are so many, and I have no idea like all of the variations and stuff, but I would just like to collect a whole bunch of them. This one has a little elephant bib on, which is really, really cute. She's eating a little cereal. She does have like a bite mark in her head, but she's still adorable. She can go sit over here in the bathtub. There's also this one, which is one of the more posable figures created by Coleco. I don't know if they were produced by that Panish Place company too. I think they might have been. But they have a little bit of articulation, and there are like some of the same ones, but with different like color variations, so it's really cool. We have this little Cabbage Patch girl. I couldn't find much out about her, but I found out that she was made in the 80s and she was made by Tomy, and there are other ones, and they seem to mostly have the number 2 head mold and come just in a little plain white diaper. She's like posable, and she's like a soft vinyl. She's really nice, and I would like to have some more of these if I can ever find them. And then the last Cabbage Patch is a more recent one. These were produced in 2021, and you could find them at Five Below. She's a ladybug. They were called Cutie Pals, I think. They're also posable, and they would come in different little animal costumes. So another cabbage figure. It's a lot of cabbies. I also got this crib, so everyone can go in here. This was created by Fisher Price, and it was for little people. It has like a printed bottom, and then all these little cabbies can go in there. We have a couple more items. Let's pull out this one. This is a little flocked octopus, and it was part of a line called Disney Tots. I don't know much about the line, but I still think that she is super adorable and super sweet. There, you can see her better. Yep. Put her in the little pin, the little playpen. And then there is a Littlest Pet Shop. We have the postcard pet armadillo. I think its number is 1007. Don't ask me how like I had to reference all those other things, but I remember that this one's number is 1007. I cannot explain how my brain works. It only remembers what it wants to. So yeah, I really love this one. I'm so grateful to have a little armadillo in my collection. And then we have 2 Care Bear posable figures. These were created by Kenner in the 80s. And one is a cousin. The cousin that we have here is Loyal. Wait. Why do I want to say it's Loyal Heart? I think this is actually Brave Heart. Wait. Swift Heart Rabbit. Lots of Love Elephant. I think this is Braveheart, but tell me if I'm wrong. Lion, he's one of the Care Bear cousins, and these were like larger posable figures. There were also smaller ones in that same time period, but he's so cute. The only other one that I have is Swift Heart Rabbit, so I'm really happy to have him in my collection now. And then we have our Tender Heart Bear. So happy to have him. I might now have all of the Care Bears. We'll have to go through my jar together sometime and see who we're missing from the big posable figures. But Tender Heart is like a brownish orange bear with a red heart in the middle. He's so cute. And those are always so fun to find. I think that's everything. Yeah. Guys, that's everything from my box. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I did film it yesterday as well, and in that video, it was a much longer video with a lot more things. I actually put a staple through the skin in my thumb. Like, what the world? But after I filmed it, then I hated it and I didn't want to post it, so I decided to try again, because sometimes we gotta try again. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Stay whimsical. Bye guys.